What's up, everybody? It is Patrick here, Media and Volunteer Coordinator for the Martinsburg Union Rescue Mission. And I got an awesome guest who has a new organization in town that we're going to talk a lot about. It is Elizabeth from the Hive and Hope Foundation. How are you doing today, Elizabeth?
Hi, Patrick. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Now, before we dive into the foundation, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. It is such a privilege to be here. So, my name is Elizabeth Brown. I go by Elle, and I am a Christian, a wife, and a mama to two beautiful boys. I have a 2-year old and a 9-month-old, so it's been very chaotic in the house, but it's been wonderful. I grew up mainly overseas in South Korea and Japan, and I traveled extensively. And my latest career, I was in the United States Secret Service for about 4 years, and my husband and I decided to leave that after I got pregnant with my son, with my firstborn, and just try to have a little bit of a slower pace of life. So we left the DMV area, the Northern Virginia area, and we came here to West Virginia. And we've been here for about 3 years.
Awesome, awesome. Now, before we dive into the foundation, once again, you said you are a Christian. Give a shout out to your church. Where do you attend church? You know what times they are, things like what activities you have going on there.
So at the moment, we are going to Harvest Christian Fellowship in Frederick, Maryland. So they have service every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. and they are just really about their community. They really host the presence of the Lord and have strong biblical teaching. So we really, really love our church.
Awesome. So let's talk about Hive and Hope. Give us kind of an overview of what exactly the foundation is.
Sure. So, Hive and Hope, our mission is to improve the quality of life for children with complex special needs and their families who are affected by critical illnesses, genetic conditions, and epilepsy. Children like my son, actually. This all started because my oldest son, he has a rare genetic condition called tuberous sclerosis complex, or TSC. And so that condition essentially is when non-cancerous tumors grow in various parts of the body, such as the brain, the heart, the kidneys, the eyes, and the skin. And my son has tumors in his brain, and alongside the TSC, he also has epilepsy. So he had to have two back-to-back brain surgeries by the time he was 1 year old. And he was seizure free for, I would say, a few months, but then the seizures unfortunately came back Easter last year. So it's been a very tough time. And in order to spread or raise more awareness of what TSC is, we decided to partner with the TSC Alliance, which is another nonprofit whose mission is to give the best quality of life to individuals who have TSC and their families. And so we partnered with them to do it's called Step for a Cure, Step to Cure TSC, sorry. And we did that last May in Shepherdstown. So we hosted a little 5K there, and we had a great turnout. We had a wonderful time. And there were a lot of people who actually came up to me and said, "Oh, do you have your own nonprofit? Like, we would love to be a part of it. We need something like this in the community to raise awareness of rare conditions such as this." And at the time, I was about to give birth to my second son, so it wasn't even on our radar. I was like, "There's no way. I have no time," and it just didn't cross our minds. But something about after the event really sparked some interest, and I started to have conversations with people, and mainly in our community, just to see what really was needed and where the gap is. So after lots and lots of prayer, lots and lots of conversations between my husband and I and other church leaders and our mentors, we decided to open Hive and Hope Foundation.
And what is it that you're looking at for like 2025? What are some of your goals? Do you have events kind of planned already, or what is it that you're needing help with? I know that's kind of three questions in one, but
No, those are great questions, Patrick. So we recently just became a nonprofit here, and we just hosted our first event. Actually, I believe it was last Thursday. We did a West Virginia birth to three family social. My son, who has epilepsy, he is in the early intervention program, and it's been phenomenal for him. He has really excelled when it comes to his physical therapy, his occupational therapy, and his speech. And so we wanted to do something that would bring the families who are currently enrolled in birth to three, bring them together. And so I hosted a family social, and it was really laid back. It was just pizza and games and, sodas, and it was just a bunch of families coming together just to have conversation. So we just had that. Some future events that I am looking at doing are is an event for our special needs families in the Eastern Panhandle. It would also be very laid back as well, just to bring us together, to remind you that you're not alone in this very medically complex journey with your child. I'm also implementing a program right now where we are also focusing on our law enforcement and their children with special needs. We're still very close with our law enforcement family, and so we really want to help them and their children with special needs.
Nice. Okay. I kind of skipped over this before I got to that question, but I wanted to ask, with someone in the area like your son that has this condition, where is kind of the closest facility that kind of specializes in the treatment? Do you have to go to like Chip and Philly, or is it Hopkins, or where is kind of the place that you really have to go for any type of treatment for this?
So there are TSC Clinics of Excellence, and it's on the TSC Alliance's website. But where my son gets his primary care is actually at Texas Children's Hospital in Houston. That's where he had his 2 back-to-back brain surgeries, and they are amazing there. But for a more local area, his backup team, if you will, is at Kennedy Krieger Institute at Johns Hopkins. He goes there, and also I've heard that Children's National is also a good place.
Okay. All right. For the organization or for the foundation, if someone wants to get involved, what are some of the ways they can get involved? How can they help you right now?
Well, we have our website. It is www.hiveandhopefoundation.org. There, you will be able to see what our mission is, what our vision is, and kind of our future events and programs. Donations are always welcome, but when we have future events coming up, we will have some volunteers and. Yeah, I guess just more like of a family feeling when it comes to our events. So we open in any and every kind of help that's offered, and we are so grateful.
And all the contact information, I'm assuming, is there on the website, your social media accounts as well. I know you're on Facebook, or are you on other accounts right now, or is Facebook kind of it?
Facebook and Instagram. My Instagram handle is Hive and Hope. Yeah, and Facebook, like you said, and the website. Yep.
Yep, and that's going to be the best way to follow Elle and the foundation, because, like I said, they do have events coming up, and if you want to keep up to date, so you don't have to keep going back to the website over and over and checking that events page. Make sure you follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Help them get that following up, build that following, and get the word out about this incredibly worthwhile organization we have here in town. And it's a great resource if you have a family member or a child that is going through this as well. Please reach out to Elle and get involved with this organization, because they are incredible. They're tremendous in the work that is being done. Is there anything else you want to kind of close with?
Just that we are so excited to serve our community. We really put our families first. We put marriages first. We put the children first. And so we are excited to serve you. So yes, please reach out to us. And we believe that there is no cookie cutter like program or policy. Everybody's so different. So we want to really cater to what you all need and want. And we will do our very best to make that happen.
Right. Thanks so much for taking the time to come in and sit down with me, Al. I know she had mentioned I'm running on coffee right now. My children didn't want to sleep last night, so she's actually staying awake for the whole thing. I'm so glad. And thanks so much. I look forward to seeing what else the foundation has to do in the future, and any ways we can help out. Please let us know.
Thank you so much, Patrick. I appreciate that.
Everybody, have a great day. If you want to support the Martinsburg Union Rescue Mission, please go to the website, martinsburgunionrescuemission.com, and click on that donate button at the top of the page, and it'll walk you through the donation process. Or if you want to volunteer with us, you can do so right on the page as well. And until tomorrow, God bless and have a great day.